I was thinking the other day about how when we started this, we really were at like the very end of when you could call yourself young. Since we began, it's like I can't stay up late, man. Like I'm fucked.
Dude,
I'm aging by the day.
I know.
Anyway, I was just reflecting on how we've actually captured enough of our lives in transition that I'm a different person physically than when we started this.
Welcome to No One Can Know About This, a podcast where we play every Final Fantasy. I'm Jeff Ekman.
And I'm Ryan Kazmiski.
And here we go, Pregame for Season 7.
That's right. Just like usual, we recorded way too much shit that happened before the game.
That's right.
So you get a whole episode of self-indulgent nothingness.
That's right. This is Self-Indulgence, the episode. We're going to talk about everything we know about the game, everything.
We're going to make breakfast.
Yeah.
I'm going to commute to Jeff's house.
Yeah, we recorded the mornings leading up to meeting. But before we get into all of that, holy fucking shit, we're back.
Finally.
It's been a very long time since we have talked to you guys.
Yeah, it's been way too long. Way too long.
We're different people. You're probably different people.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you don't even like Final Fantasy podcasts anymore. I don't know. It's been a long time.
I wouldn't.
So what have we been up to for the last few years?
Well, yeah, I want to apologize for the length of the break. We never intended for it to be this long.
We really didn't.
What happened is we sold a TV show.
Yeah, we achieved a lifelong dream.
Yeah. We needed to take a little break because we were burnt out after 8, and we needed to work on this script. And with the pandemic compounded with just general development stuff, it turns out Hollywood is a difficult and confusing place to make a living. Who would have thought?
The entire industry's on strike right now.
Anyway, all that aside, it just snowballed into the break extending, and we just couldn't find the time to begin.
But it became so long that we were like, Jesus Christ, let's do the show.
I was starting to really lose my mind because the desire to do the show compounded with just new career frustrations, compounded with the whole world changing in wild and
unexpected
ways that we don't want to dig into. It just we needed the show back in our lives.
Yes.
And so we're sorry for the break, but we are back and we're happy to be here.
Yeah.
Because before we started the show, we were just playing video games together all the time.
Yeah.
In this break, we haven't really played anything together.
No, we played FF Tactics for the Patreon.
Yeah,
unedited,
we did that. Yeah, but other than Tactics,
that, we've just been hoping for phone calls and waiting on notes and being told oh, you'll get them within a week, and then 5 months go by.
I would sit at home and just thumb through the player's guide for Final Fantasy IX and cry. Just being is my life ever going to come back?
Someday I'll play Final Fantasy IX.
Contract I signed.
Yeah.
Why did I do that? I'll be asking myself that probably for the rest of my life about every other contract I signed too. Man,
true.
Every single thing I've ever done was a bad idea.
I mean, then there's the social contract.
Is that now that we're officially middle-aged? We're 36 now.
Yeah.
Which is officially middle-aged.
Okay.
Is this just what that is? Is
Might
this
be.
Just you become just man, fuck everything and fuck everyone. I need to play Final Fantasy. Anyway.
We played Final Fantasy IX.
We finally
Welcome,
played
new
Final
listeners
Fantasy
and old.
IX. And all of this is just to say that we fucking needed it. We needed this game.
Yeah.
We needed to come back and do the show.
I went through a serious relationship and moved 2 times.
Yeah,
and
Jeff has been all over Los Angeles.
Now I'm further away from you than I used to be. You used to be
You
much
used to
closer.
live down the street from me, and now he lives a city away. Not a far city, but
No.
the closest city he could.
Luckily, I'm close to a train stop, so Ryan can commute.
I've got this, to try to help with this mental distress.
Yeah.
I've gotten into skateboarding again, so I get around everywhere on my skateboard. Because I've
It
also
centers you
just
in the
grown
morning.
intolerant of cars. I just can't look at them
my God.
anymore. Which is it's not good to live in LA if you can't look at a car.
No, it's a car-based city.
Anyway, this is all just a disclaimer. This pre-game episode starts on an October morning.
That's true. Let me check my notes here, because I want to give you some stats on the season. So we played Final Fantasy IX from October 25th to December 7th, 2022. It took us 15 days. Most of those days were close to 10 hours long, some as short as 5 hours long. There was 106 hours of raw gameplay footage, and we expect 65 to 70 episodes. So this is going to be airing for more than a year.
We're going to be deep just into focusing on this again, which I'm very excited about. I think it'll be grounding.
And we've got to take a second here to give an extra special thank you to all of the Patreon supporters who have stuck with us through this break. You've kept us alive and kept the show alive.
Yeah, thanks for funding our dreams and our mishaps and also having faith in us that we would come back.
It means so much to us.
It really does. We put all of ourselves into this show, and you all seem to recognize that, and we're more than happy to do it, and we are so grateful that you allowed us this break. You know, you're the most gracious audience that I could possibly imagine.
And to reward that long break, we have for the Patreons the video version.
Yeah, in the lead up to this season, we were just so creatively frustrated and also felt so bad for the delay that we were just like thinking like, how can we make it bigger and stupider?
And we'd been watching a lot of like YouTube videos that includes POV experiences.
I've fallen in love with POV YouTube videos where you just like are some guy and he's like, today I'm going to go check out this mall.
And so we put cameras on our heads, and we put cameras on Haley, and we put cameras all around here, and we really captured the entire space.
Yeah, we were wearing cameras the whole time.
The original premise of this show as a podcast was to put you on the couch next to us, and now we're going to put you within us.
Yeah,
you're going to see through our eyes.
We're doing a massive upgrade to the video version, and I got to say here, it might be worse than the old video version. We have no idea how this is going to turn out.
It is a visually messy experience, but potentially a really compelling one.
Well, if we
don't know,
we did that test episode where we played Fallout 4, it'll be sort of like that.
It'll be better than that. We've refined a lot of stuff since then, but like not that much. And I expect this to change as the season goes on.
It'll definitely be evolving and getting better.
Right now in this part where we're in the studio doing the editing on the nice mics, we have cameras strapped to our heads. Why are they on our heads right now? We'll figure it out.
This is just how we did it.
This is how we're doing it.
This is how we're doing it.
Maybe it'll change. I don't know. But
is this a professional or smart way to shoot
it's certainly not well lit.
I don't think so. But I also think it adds a certain je ne sais quoi to the entire experience.
Je ne sais quoi it provides because I really don't know what it provides. We're gonna find out. It's gonna be good.
Well, yeah, it's like I'm saying, it's an umami. That's what that phrase means. It's like a distinct...
No, but I was taking the literal definition of like it means an I don't know what, and it's like I don't know what.
I don't know what either. Intimacy.
Whoa. Yeah, we were joking earlier that we should call this a full immersion Let's Play.
Yeah.
As the most pretentious name we could call this genre.
Yeah,
we've taken it from audio-only Let's Play to full immersion.
Full immersion Let's Play. Which, now that I think about it, is such a degenerate idea, as though you, like, plug into the Matrix and what you do is sit on a couch inside of the Matrix.
And you play a video game.
Well, you don't even play it. You can't control the body as somebody else plays the video game.
That's the thing. This
and you
video...
sit there going, like, I would have done it different than that. What are you doing? Why don't you know how to play this?
Well, isn't that what like being John Malkovich is like? Like you just get to see through his eyes.
No,
but
you
don't.
take.
Oh no!
You
Eventually,
take over. You get better at it, and you, when you first go in, you don't know how to do it, and you just get shot out. But then once you know how to do it, you can take
control
over his body.
Yeah.
But then you don't know what the cycle actually is. You shouldn't stay in there because you're going to get trapped as a baby.
So maybe that'll happen to the audience by watching.
We're being John Malkoviching you. Anyway, sorry for all that negativity. We just felt like we needed to address what we've actually been through and to also set the stage for how much I'm going to be yelling at cars as I go to Jeff's in the morning.
Because for reasons I'm not sure, we sent you home with a camera, and we both woke up and put cameras on immediately the morning we were going to start playing FF9.
Well, we were so just sort of like overwhelmed and excited by the new video version that we wanted to get a bunch of footage of other stuff. It's just like when we first started the show, I was taking that field recorder with me everywhere and getting all this audio of like asking people about their experience with Final Fantasy. We didn't use any of that shit.
No, we didn't.
Like I was recording all kinds of stuff because we didn't know what the show would be. And now we kind of don't know what the show is going to be again.
Yeah.
Because we're adding this new element. That being said, audio listeners, don't fret. This is edited for an audio experience. We've just added a lot of camera angles to it.
When you're watching the video, we're going to pause and describe things you're looking at.
Yeah.
Like
it's not
why watch the video?
An ideal viewing experience, but I think it'll be better than like when it would pause and just show like a photoshopped image of two of our warped pictures next to each other.
Yeah.
That was pretty janky.
That was janky.
Not saying
this is unbelievably janky.
This is going to be janky, but on an impressive way.
Yeah, impressively janky.
Yeah, impressively janky. That's what we're going for here.
We're blowing up the 180-degree line.
Yeah, we're not trying to make this look nice.
No,
so if you sign up for the video version, just know that this is going to look insane. It might make you nauseous to watch it.
We're going to improve it over time as we find out what it is.
And if you've been listening for a while, you know that our definition of improve might not necessarily mean what you think it does. So who knows what this will become.
It'll improve in our eyes.
Yeah, exactly. We're just trying to make ourselves laugh, really.
Yeah. So that's the video version. It'll be available on Patreon for $5. Mm-hmm. The first 2 episodes are going to be free on YouTube, so go check it out.
Yeah, you can see what it looks like.
And we'll eventually put them all on YouTube, but probably not for a year or longer. After the season's over, we will probably put them out publicly.
Yeah.
What else did I want to say? The new merch.
Yeah, we have a sick new t-shirt that friend of the show, longtime listener, Ryan Kunkelman designed for us.
Yeah, thank you, Ryan Kunkelman.
It's a black t-shirt.
Yeah.
And on it
says,
I got 99 potions and it was a bitch buying them all in Final Fantasy. And then in smaller text, for the NES, apparently it's better in the Pixel remaster, but honestly, who wants to play it again just to see if buying items is better? And all of this is presented in gloriously mismatched fonts.
Yes.
With distracting logos all over it. Imagine a t-shirt you would buy at a trashy beach souvenir shop.
This is our novelty shirt. It's got the 99 are little ghosts. I love all the fonts in this. So that's I got 99 potions, and it was a bitch buying them all in Final Fantasy for the NES. Apparently it's better in the Pixel remasters, but who wants to replay them just to see if buying items is better? We think it's a shirt that represents our feelings.
We're pretty proud of this one. All Patreon supporters who are subscribed at the $10 level will be receiving one of these in the mail.
And anybody else who wants one can either support us on Patreon at $10, or you can go to Etsy.com, search NoCat, and you can buy this shirt on its own. It's $25, and it's cool. It supports the show. It's a kickoff of the season.
I think it's the best shirt we've made by far.
It's really good.
I'm really happy with it. It's really funny.
We are going to do another piece of merch, another shirt.
That we have
at the
another
end of the
shirt
season
planned for the end of the season,
which will be really
commemorate
cool.
The whole thing for all of you.
But this is the kickoff.
We'll talk about that other shirt at a much later date.
It's really comfortable. It's a good shirt. I think you guys should go out and get it, wear it. You know how much
shirts
of a
work.
Bitch
You use them every day, probably.
Yeah, I bet you use these every day.
I'm almost certain of it.
So yeah, that's the merch right now. The merch story.
That's the merch update.
Any other pieces of business?
When is Armin Shimmerman's birthday?
November 5th.
Okay, never mind.
You know what? Set a calendar reminder for November 5th. It's Armin Shimmerman's birthday. Okay. So I'll be reminded.
I'm so excited to be back in front of the microphone and feel like I have some kind of control over my life again.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing. Like, where this episode starts, it didn't even feel real that we were going to play this game.
No, because I come over to your house anyway every single day.
Right.
That we do work, we write, we think of ideas, whatever it is we're doing, we do it every day. And so this was like a normal-ass morning for me.
Right. This is like a capturing of the genuine routine that we have.
I got all the...
But, like, we were so internally excited, but like it was just that thing.
I'll just say it. I was like fucked up. I was like paranoid and angry and crazy, and you're gonna see it all here.
But that's gonna melt off of you as we immerse in the hot tub of Final Fantasy IX.
Exactly, and this is the value of the opiate of fiction and video games and TV.
And playing a game with your friends. Like that was the thing. Like remembering to have fun with your friends instead of constantly being stressed.
It's
with
like
your friends.
So many people love our show because they are normally living the life we've been living for a few years of just craziness, and they need an escape.
and we needed an escape.
And now we fully understand, and we needed an escape.
Yeah.
Once again, Final Fantasy IX provided a pretty good escape.
Yeah.
Pretty great escape. We're not going to like reveal our full review of it here, but
no, you're going to have to listen.
You'll have to listen
70 something episodes to find out.
Yeah, like
if we liked
100
it.
hours of podcast to find out what we thought about it.
So yeah, it was October 25th. We hadn't played a video game in way too long. We were ready to escape stress and get into this game. So upon waking up, you put the camera on your head. Put yourself in Ryan's shoes.
Yeah, we're gonna. I don't know why we're doing it, but we got the footage, so we're gonna see my morning.
Yeah, we're gonna show you. It's a tone setter.
A tone setter.
It's
just like Final Fantasy IX.
Look, you have planned to play a video game with your friend, and then you went off probably to school. You know, you're going about your days differently and separately, and then you come together for the exciting moment, and it's like there's a building tension throughout your day.
Well, I do think that was really why we did it, is we thought it would be really cool to have two cameras in different places that then meet up.
Don't say this is boring footage. It's not boring, okay?
We went to film school, so sometimes you have to watch bullshit. That's just who we are.
Man, I'm excited to get going.
Next week, we'll start the game.
But for now, we are starting the day where we start the game.
Let's go back.
$7:08, 30 minutes to get the bus.
So yeah, against my better judgment, I've become a morning person. Get up long before Jeff does.
Not a morning person. I won't be up for some time.
I mean, I just wake up with a fear that won't let me sleep. And that's how life is now.
It's time. It's Final Fantasy IX day, finally.
I feel like I got to head off comments about how messy my house is here. And I just want to say, I don't want your anxiety that your parents are about to walk in and go, your room is messy. I don't care about that.
It's going to be weird inviting you all into our homes with this video
I'm
version.
instantly self-conscious. This is going to be the hardest thing I've ever done. Why did we put cameras on our heads?
Big mistake.
This headband is fucking terrible. Like, this doesn't work. It's really a problem.
I can't believe it didn't occur to us that it would suck to wear cameras all the time.
But it does.
It does.
God, this thing, it is so loose. I tightened this last night, and now it's all fucked already. It's so loose, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I need, like, to tie this in a fucking knot. Okay, that's a little better. You know, I'm gonna put on this hoodie, my sunglasses, and my mask. That'll complete my disguise.
I have this thing about filming in public. I was feeling like really anxious about wearing a camera on my head on the bus. So I decided I was going to like just cover every inch of skin that I could, just make myself unapproachable.
You had at one point had the idea that we should dress up in full biker suits.
I was like, if we go out in public, we should wear like motorcycle helmets.
With like motorcycle helmets. It was like, because then we will be inconspicuous.
Well, my plan was like, we could film in public anywhere, and if anyone asked us what the cameras were, we would just say it's for insurance purposes and like never like explain anything further than
I don't think we would even. I think they would just know.
Like motorcycle, yeah, exactly.
You know, where we're obviously doing something very active.
It turned out it doesn't matter at all, and nobody gives a fuck if you're wearing a camera.
Black mask. It can't be any other color. I have to project an air of dead seriousness. Uh-oh. Fucking goddamn it. Alright. I think I look pretty... I don't think anyone's going to try to talk to me now.
Yeah, you've made yourself quite unapproachable.
Yeah, I'm looking in the bathroom mirror. I got big black aviators, a black face mask, black shirt, black headphones.
Yeah, big studio headphones.
The headphones are key. They go over the ear.
The headphones and the sunglasses combo and the mask.
Yeah, like you can't see my senses. Don't try to like engage with them.
And now I'm sure to freak everybody out. This is going to be great. 20 minutes. They got 20 minutes to get the bus. 7:20 and it's sunrise. Come have a 7 a.m. Red Bull.
You know, you're going to see that I'm in sort of a tense, bad mood as I go about my morning, and I might have just diagnosed it. You might want to skip the 7 a.m. Red Bull.
Well, you have the 7 a.m. Red Bull, and then you go get like 2 coffees on your way.
Oh, this is just another down. Now you can just see how I actually am in life. I'm just like consuming caffeine and like losing my mind.
Fucking love taurine. But you know, the real winner is guarana. I don't think they have that in here anymore, but I love guarana. Okay, let's go get the bus.
And so, like the hobbits setting out from the Shire, you start heading towards me. I'm not even going to wake up for a long time.
Yeah, I'm just
This is
gonna
Ryan's morning for a little bit.
I just go out there and I just go.
Top of the hill to the bus stop.
Why are we showing you all this? I don't know.
Well,
I think it would be fun.
I insisted on leaving in a long stretch of skating because I just like the sound.
Oh, it's good sound.
This is for the listeners.
Yes.
We're just gonna let you hear some nice ambient wheels on concrete.
So you're one of the guys who mashes the crosswalk sign.
This doesn't work, but yeah, I do it every time.
The door close button on the elevator.
Well, also, I have headphones on, so I can't hear it, so I'll just absentmindedly sit there and, like, hit it over and over. In my head, there's also always the possibility that there's, like, a secret code the engineers know for programming the lights, and if I, like, hit the right thing, it'll go into debug mode or something, and I can just
like
go.
if you Morse code something
if I hit the right pattern, it'll
just, like...
I don't have any reason
both
to...
signs start flashing.
I just want to make it clear, I don't really think that'll happen, but it seems like it could. It seems
you're just standing there. What else are you going to do?
Right? You know?
Is this me?
Line 182, puncture and moderate.
I get on the bus over to one neighborhood where I'm trying to be vague.
I know. There's no reason to be specific.
I take a bus to Highland Park.
Stop request. Approaching Figueroa and York, followed by Figueroa and Piedmont. Stop requested. Line.
God damn it, I fucking hate cars so much. 7 people, that's it. 7 entire people just passed. So stupid.
You live in LA. It's a car city.
It is, and yes, I suppose I am the crazy guy on the corner yelling at traffic.
It's so undignified to have to wait for these fucking machines to go by. I don't know how everyone else deals with this. Puts me into like a blind rage watching these fucking pricks drive past. A bunch of bullshit.
You could already be at my house playing Final Fantasy. You should be playing Final Fantasy right now instead of waiting for these cars.
You're not even awake yet. You know, I would say I take back my vitriolic attitude here, but I actually don't.
No, he means it.
I mean it.
This part looks downhill, but it's not. It's uphill. All the way. Like right here, it feels like it should start pulling you, but it doesn't. It's really strange.
So one thing I notice about having a camera on your head is I instinctively just began narrating everything. I don't want people to think I'm normally skating around like yelling,
Saying that out loud.
and saying this stuff out loud to myself.
No, but you are thinking it.
But I
Your
didn't.
internal monologue.
I am usually thinking it, but I didn't consciously start talking. Like, having the camera on my head made me just start doing it. I mean, what I'm saying is maybe I was born to wear a camera on my head.
We both were.
My brain thinks I should be accelerating towards that intersection, but it doesn't happen. I think it's time for a coffee. Pay like $6 for a small iced coffee. Hello, world.
I'm awake.
You are.
I'm awake. We're gonna play Final Fantasy IX. Haley and I are recording. I'm gonna start getting ready. I remember feeling when I was waking up like this wasn't real. Like, I had been waiting for this day for such a crazy long time that I couldn't believe that it was actually the day that this was really gonna happen.
You just tell yourself over and over, it's happening.
Today's the day, Haley. Are you ready to be confused again while we're yelling at the television? It's been so long since we've played Final Fantasy, Haley. It's been so long. Oh, you love your eye rubs.
I hate it. I hate you all. There must be somewhere to get coffee that isn't horrible.
Man, you really need to be playing Final Fantasy. Gotta take the edge off.
Well, I truly do. And, you know, it's funny because, like, I started skating again at the beginning of the pandemic. I used to a lot around the age when I played Final Fantasy, and it was like I got a limb back that I didn't know I was missing. I think Final Fantasy might be the same thing. Like, all those activities that I did during those formative years. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like,
well, doing the show is like our adult way of doing it. But
exactly.
It's like those activities I did when I was a kid, if I'm not doing them, I might start to just lose my mind.
Do the activities you did and loved as a kid, folks.
Just keep doing them. You don't need to change your whole... I don't have anything else to say. Keep doing them.
All right, let's get some real light in here. Now, this is my morning routine.
I mean, it looks pretty nice waking up with Haley.
Oh, yeah. We have a morning cuddle.
Letting the light in.
Yeah, I let the light in. I let the dog out. And I'll, like, start brushing my teeth while she does that.
I notice you don't drink any Red Bull or Monster Energies or Jolts.
Ready for a day.
Can I have a large cold brew chata? And one of these triangle pastries that's on this cut sheet right here. Yeah, thanks. You too. Ba 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 ba. As Jeff texted, Jeff says, "Hey, I'm awake. Haley and I are recording. Gonna start getting ready. Should be ready no later than 9:30." Perfect.
This takes a while to warm up. So I get my shower warming and feed Haley. You're such a good girl.
Let's see what this thing is. Oh, that's fucking good.
What do you got there? Some kind of ham pastry?
It's called a trenza. And it's like a meat-filled pastry.
Looks good.
It's really good.
And you share it with the crows.
It's good. Ah, it's for you. I'm glad you like it.
Get my coffee brewing. My dishwasher broke last night. I don't know what the fuck. Maybe Ryan will know something about dishwashers.
I'm touched and flattered that you would think I'd know something about dishwashers.
Yeah, well, luckily you'll see it fixed itself.
Well, what I was going to say is, like, if you've got an error message, that'll just clear out.
It did. It was giving me an error message that it wasn't able to drain properly. There was, like, I don't know, it was making noise. All right, fuckos, it's shower time, which means you don't get to watch.
Oh man, caffeine. So good. Man, what's gonna happen to all the incredible murals painted for mediocre shops that don't matter? Hopefully, some enterprising trust fund kid will make an art book of all of them. I should probably bring some, like, bird seed or something healthy. I'll be back tomorrow.
Finally time to get on the train.
At the train station.
And now I am clean. Play a video game. Man, it's really happening. I mean, the tension buildup is occurring. You're getting closer to me.
We hope it's occurring. We hope the tension is building.
Yeah.
We shot all this, so we're taking you through it. I'm on my way.
Let him know I'll be there in like 30 minutes.
My childhood bears and blanket.
This is Highland Park Station.
Pouring milk into coffee.
Welcome aboard the Metro L Line Gold.
Plug the dishwasher back in. Is it still... Oh! I had read online last night that if it's unplugged for more than 5 minutes, fix it, but it didn't work last night. Now it looks like it worked! Back in business. Hell yeah. I could put these two glasses away and this fork. What an auspicious day. Well, I might as well turn this camera on. Now that's rolling. Now it's time to go get the Elgato. As Ryan draws ever closer, I'm getting everything set up.
Jeff does an amazing job of like turning his living space into a place where we can just like sit for hours and hours and hours and days and weeks on end.
Gotta be ready for when Ryan arrives. Elgato capture card. Turn on the PS5. Make sure it's not in HDIC mode or whatever the fuck it's called. You're here.
I'm here.
Welcome. Haley.
Hey, Haley.
Inside. Welcome. How was the trip?
Good.
It's happening. You've arrived.
I have arrived, and I gotta say, just in this early footage, I think at least one thing we can say we got right is Haley Cam is a great innovation.
Oh my god.
Yeah, seeing her run up to me right outside the door, that's
Yeah.
good stuff.
Haley's very excited to see you. How you feeling?
Good. No, the headphones, glasses, mask makes you really like a wall. Nobody's gonna bother you or even try to talk to you.
Nice. What the fuck is going on here? So I'm getting everything set up, and the system's finicky with capture cards and everything like that, but my TV can be pretty condescending, because if it doesn't receive a signal, it will just put up a big thing that says, "Is it on?" And it's like, fuck you.
Seriously.
What is even your problem, soundbar?
Is it on, Jeff?
Fuck off with I mean, I hate my own television because it's so condescending to me.
I have like burned into my retinas an image of you frustrated, like kneeling in front of the TV while above you it just says like, "Is it on?" Like this unhelpful doofus just like in the background.
Backseat driver. Fuck off.
Streaming box.
Compatibility. Well, this is not going to work. Well, this is not plugged in.
I'm gonna make myself a coffee.
Please do. Oop, I farted.
Coffee round 2. When you've had a coffee, like an hour after you've had a coffee, that's the stuff. That's good. That's great.
When the acid really hits the stomach.
Well, it's like, you know, you're coming down off of the high of the first giant coffee, and so you just slam another coffee, and you're just like, now I have a million boring things to say to you, Jeff.
Coffee.
So I turn on the PS5.
Overwatch 2 is here.
Oh, thank God.
Nobody seems to care.
Spencer said he's playing it.
I mean, some people are playing it, but...
Video title, Final Fantasy IX, Part 1, or Day 1. The game is Final Fantasy IX.
And the part is 1.
The part is 1.
Oh my god, I'm getting so excited for you to like turn it on, like from here in the editing bay, because I know it's just gonna make everything better.
Yeah.
This episode will be about Final Fantasy, sort of, when it happens. You know, this long, weird morning thing will be over. I won't be yelling at cars anymore.
Final Fantasy will be beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to hit record on this.
Go for it.
Now all things, I think, are recording.
Let's find Final Fantasy IX and download it.
Let's do it. So I open up the old PS5 PlayStation Store, and we're going to do the remaster.
Yeah, another new change for this season. We're not playing on the original hardware.
We did that last season, actually.
Oh, yeah, we played the remaster.
We played
I forgot.
8
yeah,
remastered.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're playing the 9 remaster on the PlayStation 5, and it was a great experience.
Final Fantasy.
Although we could play Crisis Core.
We could play 15.
We could pay $50 to play Crisis Core.
Here we go. Final Fantasy 9. $20, or I could spend $100 for the next year of extra. I'm gonna skip.
Yeah.
It occurred to me that the last Final Fantasy game we played would have been in July of 2020.
Has it been long enough?
It's been it's October of 2022. It has been long enough. Holy shit. Oh my god, it's happening to me. The part of my lizard brain is getting very excited. It's happening. It's finally happening.
For us, this is like a vacation that we needed for like years.
Yeah, you can hear and see in my face, like,
there's a physical change in you.
you know that moment when you get to the hotel on vacation and the bags hit the floor and you lay out on the bed and you're like, the adventure is about to begin and I can finally relax and work and can slough off of me.
It's your subconscious shutting the fuck up.
Yeah.
Because you're finally like doing what it wants, you know?
Yeah. We're about to go on a huge adventure. Full of delight. I already love this music. I'm ready to love this game, Haley.
Oh my god, listen to this music. I'm getting goosebumps.
That's what I'm saying. That was happening earlier when you were in the bathroom. Like,
oh, and look at these characters. They look like cartoons.
I know, like, I'm so excited to play this. But first, we gotta make breakfast.
Yeah, we know you're all excited to play it too, but this episode is all about stalling.
Yes.
We're stalling all week. We're just gonna prolong this.
What are you thinking of making?
Make some tomatoes and onions and fried eggs.
That sounds great.
Or make an omelet out of tomatoes and onions.
That sounds great too.
I think that's what I'll do. Swiss or provolone or pepper jack. Swiss, I think.
Okay. First meal of the season.
Yep, no plan. When you're cooking a meal, it's best not to have one. You just see what ingredient wants to be put in.
This is gonna sound paranoid and crazy, but I feel like eggs have been getting harder to crack properly. Something has changed about eggshells in the past few years.
You know what's
Is this
funny?
insane?
It is insane because I've had both ways experience, where I think it might be that I'm getting these free-range, heartier, happier eggs, and those are harder to crack.
No, I mean at my house too, like eggs everywhere.
I had eggs recently that I was like, I tapped it and it exploded. Like,
I just mean they like don't crack like you like normally
they're thicker
you can
cracks, right?
No, they
like
just
they're thicker
they
shells.
splinter like in weird ways.
Man, you were right. Get 2 coffees in you when you got a million dumb things to say to me. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
I was, at the time, in my defense, I know I was, this sounds really unhinged, but like, I was getting a lot of eggshells in my eggs, and it was really weird because I'm very good at cooking eggs, okay?
Okay.
And I think what was going on is I honestly was in like a slump. Like my egg cracking mojo had somehow
lost
vanished.
your egg mojo. I'm saying
I'm not saying I think
ways.
it's thicker. I just think they crack shittier. I don't know why, or I don't have a theory on what, like, if it's thicker or thinner. I'm just noticing, like, it's hard to crack eggs maybe there's something wrong with me, but
I feel like I know what you're talking about, though. I've experienced it that way, and I've experienced like the opposite.
This is the kind of like subtle thing that makes you realize you're not ever paying attention to anything. Actually, like, how would I know? How would I know if it had changed?
I'm suggesting that there are some eggs in the store that are thicker or harder.
I think you're right about that,
wrong.
but I'm saying like something in a global sense has happened to the eggs overall.
And I'm suggesting that that's not the case.
You know, either one of us could be right.
You know, you were saying... Because I did get a dozen eggs recently where I, like, touched it and the egg just, like...
I mean, I'm
fell
saying
apart.
that you're also just reporting on your feelings here. Like, I don't think your answer is any better than mine.
No, it's not. Well, the logic that I'm following might be a little bit better, but not by a lot.
I mean, I'm just following the logic that, like...
The eggs are different, and therefore...
Maybe they're feeding something different to these chickens now that they weren't feeding them a few years ago, and the shells are different.
That's what I'm saying. Is that...
No, you're like, I just switched brands. I'm like, it's not about the brand. No, I'm like, it's not the brand.
But I'm
like,
saying
across brands, I'm noticing this, you know?
Yeah, I'm refusing the one idea that would make sense, which is that I've just been cracking them badly.
Yeah.
Because what you're saying makes perfect sense.
Well,
that, like, some eggs are thicker and some are thinner. And I'm like, but it doesn't seem to matter.
There's definitely a conspiracy. Now you really have to do a lot more studying. You're gonna have to.
Well, yeah,
go
I don't
and
have any
test
information
different brands,
for you.
'cause, like,
I'm just telling you my feelings are that all of the brands have changed.
My feeling
And
is
your
that
feeling is that you just have bought different eggs.
it's brand specific.
But neither of us has the data to understand this concept at all. We can't even...
My anecdotal data is different than your anecdotal data.
Yeah.
Is this a dumb enough conversation for everybody? I think it is.
I don't think this is dumb. I think something's happened to the eggs. I wouldn't have said anything if I wasn't serious, you know?
Yeah, that's true about you. I only say things when I'm serious.
I mean, I don't think we need to do anything about it. I'm not worried. I just think they're poisoning us. This is gonna be good.
Breakfast or the
Yeah,
game?
the breakfast and the game. Both things. This will be nourishing, somewhat healthy.
And so will the game. This is the Sakaguchi finale.
Yeah, I mean, this is like arguably the last real Final Fantasy game before it just became like something totally different. Like that's like not even really related to to what it started as.
You heard us. Final Fantasy X
I think
and
everyone
Beyond
would-
is
I
not a real Final Fantasy.
No, I mean, well, yeah, no, you know what? You're right. That's the take I'm standing by. They're not real.
They're not canon.
They don't count or something. I don't know.
What I meant to say is that after this one, each one just counts less. They still count, but...
Okay.
Like, you know, I think it was probably the right decision, but they didn't really try to maintain his tone.
Well, we just saw the
Sakaguchi's.
brand new trailer for Final Fantasy 16.
Oh, it
just
looks
yesterday.
sick. It looks like a fucking... I can't wait.
It looks good. It's going to be fucking awesome.
Man, the timeline for making this show is so weird. At the time that we're recording this, the voiceover, we haven't played that game.
Yeah, it still hasn't come out.
But it's very likely that right now you can go see a bunch of our unedited playthrough on our YouTube channel.
because we are going to play it when it comes out, and that will happen before this comes out, probably.
So if you're keeping track of the timeline,
Go check out our playthrough of Final Fantasy 16.
but the audio you're about to hear, that was back in late October when they had first just dropped a trailer.
Yeah, and I was still really excited for it. I'm less excited now that they've shown us more, but we're still going to play it anyway.
Yeah, maybe it'll turn out we
I'll
love it.
probably love it.
Turning the summons into like kaiju monsters
Oh, yeah.
to attack medieval-style towns is a good idea.
Well, I just hope they don't work like they did in 15.
I mean, I can't believe we've talked so much shit about 15, but let's really start this season off right. You
I
know?
mean, it wouldn't be a
Fuck
proper
that game.
season if we didn't just randomly at the beginning shit on
for
15.
no reason. Fuck that game, dude.
For those of you who don't know, we played Vanilla 15.
We played it at launch. We loved the first 20 hours because we thought it was a grand adventure. And then it ended. Throw some bread in the toaster.
Sure.
That looks great.
It's gonna rule.
We gotta remember that I have fresh herbs in my garden.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm ever gonna be able to remember that.
I'm still a big advocate of going in without a plan when you're cooking, but
For some reason, you put a lot of rosemary.
it could have turned out better with a different secret ingredient, you know?
It's got like a stuffing vibe to it because of the rosemary.
Oh yeah, the rosemary's coming through a lot stronger than I intended. But it's not bad, luckily.
No, it's not, but there's a lot of that flavor.
I thought it would cook down in the onions and garlic and stuff. Oh, that was spicy, Haley. That hot sauce. This is gonna be stupidly fun.
I know, I'm like...
It's great because we waited way too long.
Yeah,
like it's
I
been
know.
too long. It's gonna be great. Haley, you're not ready for this. It's gonna be just like old times, Haley. Like times that you thought were completely gone.
Hey! Put the lid down.
So Final Fantasy IX. Yup.
So finally, we sit down on the couch, and we're looking at the PlayStation home screen, which is on the Final Fantasy IX, showing a beautiful tableau of the characters.
I'd say I know it a bit better than I knew 8 when we played 8. And I like it a lot more. But I don't remember the details.
In that way, this is really going to be a classic No Cat season.
Exactly. Like, I kind of know what we're in for.
And I know
And you
that
know.
there's somebody named Vivi,
Uh-huh.
and that there's somebody
On
named
this poster,
Zidane.
which one is Vivi, do you think?
Oh shit,
On
that's
this.
a good question.
So we're looking at just like, it says Final Fantasy IX, and then it just has like all the characters nicely cropped.
I bet
behind it.
Vivi's the blue-haired one with the bow and the hair.
You're wrong.
Okay.
Let's start.
See, I really don't know, except that there's a black mage, a classic style black mage on there. I recognize that.
I certainly don't remember how it ends, you know?
Well, let's see how it begins. So next week we begin.
Oh my god, I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I'm like full. I'm a full vessel now. I'm so ready to go on this season. This is gonna be great.
This is gonna be super fun. There's so much craziness ahead on this season.
Yeah, it covers like an entire season of our lives.
Yeah.
So we're gonna even have like a run of Thanksgiving episodes, joined by Spencer Crittenden, podcast extraordinaire, dungeon master, friend of the show.
He comes over and we make food. He's here for a few of the days, actually.
Yeah. So there's all
It's gonna
kinds
be really
of.
fun. We get a drone. We crash a drone around the living room in the middle of grinding and stuff like that.
It's going to be great. We're finally back to what's most important in life, which is spending time with the people you care about, laughing, and recording all of it so that you can turn it into a show for other people.
Exactly.
We're not going to do any messages this week. That begins on the official episode 1.
Yeah.
We're doing a conceit this year that's Mognet. The Moogles in FF9 have mail delivery, so you're going to be sending letters through the Mognet, and we'll read them out.
So if you'd like to have us read a message from you, about a paragraph long, email nocatpodcast@gmail.com. We do payments through PayPal. They're $25 each. So email with the subject line Mognet, and we will make it happen. Please support us on Patreon.
Yes.
We really appreciate all the support that we get.
It helps a lot. It's what makes this show possible. We definitely would not be on this season if it weren't for all of our wonderful Patreon supporters.
So go to patreon.com/nocat and check out all the old bonus content.
Yeah, there's a lot of old bonus content.
We played FF Tactics.
Yeah,
we
we did.
played Chrono Trigger.
We sure did, didn't we?
Yeah, we did a bunch of unedited
been a
playthroughs and other fun stuff. My stand-up from when I was a teenager.
Premium content. But thank you so much for tuning in this week. We're really excited to be back.
Yeah.
And we think this season is going to rule.
Tell your friends that we're back.
Yeah, tell all of your friends. They're back. And
You know-
when they ask for more information, just shake them and say, they're back, they're back, they're back.
Everybody should be using that Idris Elba gif, you know the one, from The Wire, where he's like put out the word that we back up.
Yes. Yeah, okay, I do know.
We back up.
We are, yeah, put out the word. Go to the corners.
Go to the corners. Tell them about this show.
How do we end this? I can't
We
remember.
have a dessert. We have a dessert thing. It's usually like, what is the dessert? You say a dumb food, but like that seems like we've run out of road on that. Run out of Rocky Road.
We have. So the dessert this week is a Rocky Road candy bar. It's an old style candy bar, and like all of those, it's completely uninspired, but totally amazing. It's just a big rectangle of marshmallow covered in chocolate.
$10 patrons may have received one.
You might have gotten one in the mail.
The latest merch.
It's just like my favorite snack lately. I just love them.
Freeze them first before you eat them.
Eat them frozen. That way the marshmallow's really chewy. Further advice, just freeze all of your marshmallows. You thought you wanted them toasty, but you don't. You want them cold. You want them frozen. It's better. A little tip from my brother.
Here's the dessert. See you next week, everybody.
Okay. I don't actually know what I'm doing. I just imitate what I've seen ballerinas do in movies, and it seems to work really well. You just pull your leg like this. It's great. Alright. Quads. That's good enough.